Thanks, Chris, so much for being on the Writing Gym podcast with us today.
Thanks. Thanks for inviting me.
You know, you and I are both members of the National Speakers Association, which is how we met. And I spoke at the National Speakers Association conference last summer in Denver. And one of the favorite buzzwords, probably in your space, but certainly in the space of the National Speakers Association, is authenticity. So let's talk a little bit about what authenticity really means and why it's important.
Sure. So people can tell if you're being authentic or not online. So if you're just trying to act like you care, people are not going to really connect with you. Same thing if you're promoting your product. If you're promoting your product, you have to show passion. You have to show passion. You have to see that people can, I don't know what it is, but people can automatically pick up if this person's just trying to sell me versus this person's trying to help. And I think when it comes to digital marketing, I think authenticity, you can do this by providing useful information to people online, on social media, or through email marketing. And that's when it comes down to people can really tell if you're truly trying to help or if you're just trying to do it to do a quick sell. And I use the example of, during my events, I use the example of if a dental office was to post a video on Facebook about 5 tips to keep your teeth healthy for the year, that's going to genuinely help people out. People are going to want to know those tips. People are going to maybe share those tips. And eventually down the line, those same people might go to that dentist. So same thing when it comes to books. So if you have a book, maybe let's say you have a business book, why not provide tips before you even sell the book? Just provide tips without any strings attached. And then that'll show that you're authentic. And then once your book releases down the line, then people will purchase because they feel like you've really, truly helped them.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, one of the things we talk about a whole lot in the Writing Gym is the vulnerability that it takes to be authentic. And we exercise that muscle every single day because you have to share things about yourself. And I mean, when you're writing fiction, and also nonfiction, right? Even a business book, you're sharing about who you are and what you believe and where you come from. But you know, people want to know the authors of their favorite books, right? And so I post a lot of pictures of me and my dog doing things. I'm also kind of a ham, and so I post some silly videos of me doing silly things. You know, that's authentic to who I am. I'm kind of goofy, but helping people to find what their thing is and what they're willing to share, right? We don't want to know like the skeletons in your closet. We don't need to know about your bank. But you know, if your book has like a cooking aspect, maybe we'd like to know about what you like to cook at home or something like that. So how do you help people to kind of find, you know, here are like 3 categories that you could post about? So for me, it's like my dog and silly things I do. Like, how do you help people to figure that stuff out?
Yeah, I feel like that's important because I feel like right now people want to know the behind the scenes. And people come up to me all the time. They say that whenever they post content like volunteering, they get the most engagement because, again, that's authentic and that shows behind the scenes versus just a brand trying to make money. So what I always recommend when it comes to being authentic on social media, at least, is 3 types of content: is entertainment, education, and promotion. So the idea is you're not just promoting all day, every day. Because even if you have a book, it's like you don't want to just post that you have a book every day. Or here's my book, buy the book every day. You want to have a mixture of it. So for example, education. How can you educate your audience about the book? So you mentioned cooking tips. How can you give free cooking tips?
Yeah.
Free 1 to 2 cooking tips. And then guess what? They're going to be interested in learning more, maybe by purchasing your book. And then entertainment. How can you show entertaining videos that are popular on the web right now? Maybe it's trending. And you see it a lot with all the memes that are coming out or that are on social media, how brands, they put their logo or put their face on the memes instead of the regular memes. So entertainment, that's things that are trending. And then promotion. That's when you are actually selling your product or service, or in this case, your book. So that's exactly what I did. So I promote, and then I give educational tips that come from the book. And then from there, people are willing to purchase the book because they found the value already. So in education, entertainment, and promotion.
That's fabulous advice. And yes, a lot of what we do in the writing gym, setting those goals and meeting those goals, very important. Well, Chris, thank you so much for sharing your passion and your expertise with the listeners of the Writing Gym podcast.
For sure. Glad to be here.